Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to DCTV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. Trump open to trade deal, but China fights back with AI mockery. Kanye West spark outrage with vulgar rant targeting Taylor Swift, Bieber and Styles. Apple airlifts 1.5 million iPhone out of India to dodge US tariff. Tragedy in the sky, Bal 206 helicopter crashing in Hudson's killing Siemens Spain CEO and family. White House response as Beijing escalate trade war with 125% tariff on US good. High stakes US-Iran nuclear talk begin in Oman amid threats and tension. PAF Air Chief strengthened defense ties during China visit. Pakistan Navy holds command and staff conference in Islamabad. Dominican singer Ruby Perez remembered at funeral after jet set nightclub tragedy. NTSB chair provides update on New York City tourist helicopter crash, identifies victims. These are headlines, lead to news detail. Now the latest top story is here. In the latest twist in the escalating US-China trade war, President Donald Trump says he is ready to strike a deal with Beijing. But instead of diplomacy, China is turning to digital provocations using AI-generated videos to mock the American effort to revive domestic manufacturing. Viral clips shared by Chinese creator and even some state-backed outlets depict exaggerated versions of Trump, Elon Musk and Senator JD Vance laboring in grim factory conditions. One especially pointed video shows overweight Americans wearing Nike shoes and apparent job at Vance's recent commit, referring to US workers as peasants. Now the digital taunts come as Trump raises tariffs on Chinese imports to a steep 125% while temporarily pausing other global tariffs for 90 days. That move caused brief turbulence across global markets with sharp swings and partial rebounds. With trade negotiation uncertain and mockery turning personal, the next phase of this economic standoff may be as much about image and pride as it is about policy. Kanye West is once again igniting controversy, this time with a vulgar conspiracy-filled social media rant that's shaking Hollywood. In a now deleted outburst, West made unverified and explicit allegations against Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber and Harry Styles, including a bizarre claim of a past threesomes involving all three. The post didn't stop there. West also targeted Jay-Z, Beyonce and even Madonna, weaving in wild accusations and explicit sexual commentary. This tirade appeared to stem from frustrations over his failed Super Bowl aspirations laced with comments on racism in the industries. Taylor Swift has responded legally with her team issuing a cease and desist letter. Sources close to Swift called that the remarks defamatory and sexually harassing. Although West briefly apologized, he quickly returned with even more graphic statement, this time aimed at the private lives of Beyonce and Jay-Z. Pushing the backlash further, the fallout continues to mount as public figures and fans alike call out the rapper's disturbing online behavior.
Helping Hand USA is a community that is guided by gratitude. A community that sees blessings beyond just tables. It's Muslims for humanity. Let's make this Ramadan a testament to the gratitude we all share. Join us to provide orphan support, healthcare, education and training, shelter, and much more. Give your zakat today at hhrd.org/Ramadan.
In a dramatic race against time, Apple has executed a high-stake airlift flying 1.5 million iPhones out of India to avoid looming US tariff. The urgent operation involves 6 chartered cargo jets, rush customs clearance, and a full mobilization of Apple's workforce, all triggered by President Donald Trump's latest trade maneuver. But Apple was not alone. Tech giants including Dell and Microsoft joined the global scramble, pushing ports and air routes to their limits. Supply chains were stretched thin. Some companies froze shipments entirely. While the US paused new tariff for 90 days, this chaotic airlift was more than just a response. It was a stark warning about the fragility of global trade and how quickly business giants must now move to stay ahead of policy shock. A devastating helicopter crash in New York City's Hudson River has claimed 6 lives, including the CEO of Siemens Spain, his wife, their 3 children, and the pilot. The family was on a sightseeing tour aboard a Bell 206 helicopter operated by New York Helicopter Tours when tragedy struck on April 10. Eyewitness videos captured the horrific moment, showing the aircraft breaking apart mid-air with the tail rotor spinning violently before detaching and splashing into the river separately from the fuselage. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration has immediately halted all low-flying helicopter activity over the Hudson as investigations begin. While the exact cost of the crash is still unknown, aviation authorities had previously flashed safety concerns about the Bell 206 model. This heartbreaking incident has reignited scrutiny over tourist helicopter safety and aircraft oversight in densely populated urban corridors. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt held a briefing today after China retailed against President Donald Trump tariffs hikes by increasing its own tariffs on U.S. imports to 125% tariff. This escalation raises the stakes in the ongoing trade war, which is threatening to disrupt global supply chain. Leavitt addressed concern over the potential economic impact, reframing the administration's stance on pushing for fair trade practices. She emphasized the need for China to engage in meaningful negotiation while warning that the U.S. will continue to protect its economic interests. The situation remains fluid as both nations navigate this high-stake confrontation. The United States and Iran are set to hold critical talks in Oman today, April 12, with the focus squarely on Tehran nuclear ambitions. The U.S. delegation will be led by envoy Steve Witkoff, while Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi will represent the regime. The talk comes just weeks after President Donald Trump issued a blunt ultimatum to Tehran: strike a deal within 2 months or face military action. In response, sources suggest Iran is now considering an interim nuclear agreement in a bid to de-escalate rising tension. But the world is watching closely. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has warned that Iran must never be allowed to acquire nuclear weapons, while Russia and China have both cautions against any military actions that could destabilize the region further. With diplomacy hanging by a thread today, negotiation could determine whether the path ahead led to peace or conflict. Now, Rawalpindi, 11th April, Air Chief Marshal Zahir Ahmad Babar Sidhu met top Chinese defense official during a visit to China to boost military cooperation. He held talk with Defense Minister Admiral Dong Jun, PLAFF Commander General Chang Dingkui, and Bombatics Major General Tojin. Both sides agreed to form a joint working group and enhance joint air exercise. The air chief also invited Chinese firms to invest in Pakistan National Aerospace Science and Technology Park, focusing on advanced tech and defense innovation. Pakistan Navy's Command and Staff Conference was held at Naval Headquarters Islamabad, chaired by Naval Chief Admiral Naveed Ashraf. The conference reviewed regional maritime security, operational readiness, and training. The naval chief stressed preparedness against conventional and non-conventional threats. He appreciated the success of exercise Aman 25 and the Aman Dialogue and was briefed on ongoing and future naval projects. The Dominican music community mourns the loss of merengue legend Rabi Perez, who tragically lost his life in the devastating roof collapse at the iconic Jet Set nightclub in Santo Domingo. Perez, one of over 200 victims, was honored with a funeral attended by family, friends, and fans. The collapse, which sent shockwaves through the country, claimed the lives of many, including the beloved singer. Perez's contribution to merengue music and its legacy in the Dominican entertainment industries will forever be remembered. National Transportation Safety Board Chair Jennifer Homendy has provided an update on the tragic helicopter crash that occurred in New York City's Hudson River. The crash claimed the lives of Spain's Oxen Escobar, CEO of rail infrastructures at Siemens Mobility, his wife, their 3 children, and the pilot. The family was on a sightseeing tour when the helicopter went down. The NTSB is investigating the cause of the crash, which has raised concern over helicopter safety. Investigations continue to gather evidence while authorities focus on determining the cause of this devastating incident. So thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Tabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. This is DTV USA, DTV and our OTT platform, DTV Flex, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.
You came to this country for a brighter future for you and your loved ones. You've made it this far. Now it's time to become a citizen. With citizenship, you gain the right to vote, access to federal jobs, the ability to keep your family closer, and the freedom to travel with a U.S. passport. These are just a few of the benefits waiting for you when you become eligible. We're here to help you through the process with free resources and personalized guidance. Together, we can make it easier. Get started at becomeacitizentoday.com.